Hi Leo, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly astrological report for the month of August 2022. If you could please subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. This is your birthday season, so happy birthday. We begin the month with quite a bang because Uranus, which is the planet of surprise and chaos, brilliance and enlightenment, met up with the north node of karma at 18 degrees of the fixed earth sign of Taurus. And this occurred in your house of career and life goals and life direction. And that is a very explosive combination. The north node represents our collective destiny, so we're all going to be feeling it in some way. There could be really big surprises and shocks. Uranus rules technology and social media. It also rules aviation, and it can represent accidents and shocking events. But it could bring opportunities out of the blue that are very fated and very opportune. You just don't know with Uranus. It's a lot of excitement, but you don't know exactly how it's going to play out. And for you, it occurred in your house of career. This could bring amazing opportunities to partner with a mentor, some really big professional opportunity that comes into your lap. Could also bring sudden breaks. Uranus is very unpredictable, and it's been transiting in your sector of career and life direction on and off since May 15th of 2018. The Sun and Mercury are both transiting in the fixed fire sign of Leo, in your sign, in your first house of self and new beginnings. Good for a renewal, good for being social, feeling optimistic. The Sun is in its strongest position in your sign. It rules the sign of Leo, so it loves being in Leo. And Venus, the planet of love and money, is transiting in the cardinal water sign of Cancer in your house of imagination and the subconscious mind. And that is a really beautiful spiritual energy, good for being creative, good for music and artistic pursuits, and just a very kind, compassionate energy. So we begin the month and there's that chaotic tone, and also Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet, the grand benefic, retrograded on July 28th at 8 degrees and 43 minutes of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. You feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. Aries is a fellow fire sign, very compatible with your own, and it's been transiting in your house of hope and manifesting, promotion and publicity and higher learning. It's going to be in this area of your chart and in Aries until October 28th. Then it's going to dip back into Pisces from October 28th through December 20th in your house of joint resources and debt and taxes, as well as dealing with buried, painful issues that you need to address, and loss, which you've all experienced in some way or another. But it helps to bring optimism and facing the darkness when it is in that sector of your chart. So Jupiter retrograded, we've got this crazy Uranus north node energy, and on August 1st, Mars, the planet of drive and passion, joins up with Uranus and the north node of karma. And again, that can trigger very fated events, very surprising, sudden changes at your workplace or with your boss or with your career, and could bring opportunities out of the blue. On August 2nd, Venus, the planet of love and money, forms a helpful aspect to Uranus. And that's very innovative energy, good for you professionally, good for being creative and inventive. On August 4th, Mercury, the planet of communication and information, enters the mutable earth sign of Virgo, where it will transit through August 25th, transiting in your house of income, money, and what you value. Good for getting organized around your financial goals, good for doing work to bring in income, and good for being creative. On August 7th, the sun forms a beautiful trine to Chiron, the wounded healer. And a trine is when 2 points are 120 degrees apart, and it's lucky and a very flowing type of energy. This is good for dealing with the wounds and dealing with healing. But on that date, Venus, the planet of love, value, and money, forms an opposition to Pluto, the planet of death, power, and regeneration. That could bring major endings. That could bring breakups. There could be issues for you at work with that issue. There could be power plays. Lay low with that. Try to work with Sun, working with Chiron, doing healing work. On August 11th, there's a lot going on. The Sun squares Uranus, and that can bring unexpected events at work or just feeling a little bit of a heightened sense of anxiety. Venus, the planet of love, money, and value, enters the fixed fire sign of Leo. It enters your sign through September 5th. That's excellent energy. That brings good fortune. That makes you feel more beautiful. It makes you more glamorous. If you're single, it's excellent for meeting new people. It's good for fixing up your appearance. If you want to change your hairstyle or change your color or I don't know, get a facial or do something, get some new clothes. Also good for socializing, making a good impression on others, and whether it's professionally, socially, and just feeling good. And on that date, Mars, the planet of action, forms a helpful aspect to Neptune, which is the planet of dreams, taking creative action to solutions, for solving problems. And there is a full moon that occurs at 9:36 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 19 degrees and 21 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. This is your opposite sign. Saturn represents karma, accountability. That's where you're meant to mature and focus on what's working and what's not. Saturn's been transiting in your house of partnerships and relationships since December 20th of 2020. It was briefly there from March 23rd through July 1st of that year, but it's been there since 2020, December 20th of 2020. It will remain there till March 7th of next year. Getting clear on what relationships are growing with you and what relationships you're outgrowing and are no longer healthy. And this full moon sets off where Saturn was in the beginning of March of this year, and it will pass this degree in the beginning of December, getting clear on releasing the blocks to build in that area of your life, partnering with yourself and with the world. On August 14th, the Sun forms an opposition to Saturn. That could be a little bit tense with relationships. It could be a time you're making decisions. You could also just feel really tired and overworked. On August 16th, very inventive energy, good for planning business meetings and social events. Mercury, which is the planet of communication, forms an excellent aspect to Uranus, the planet of invention. And for you, that could bring financial and professional opportunities out of the blue, excellent for brainstorming and just being very, just having a lot of great ideas. On August 18th, the two benefics of the zodiac are in harmony. Venus, which is transiting in your sign, the planet of love and value, forms a beautiful aspect to Jupiter, the luckiest planet. This is excellent for promoting yourself if you have your own business, doing a social media plan, excellent for taking a trip, excellent for feeling good, for meeting people, and just feeling positive. On August 20th, this is a big headline day of the month for all of us. Mars, the planet of action, drive, and passion, enters the mutable air sign of Gemini. It's going to be in Gemini from August 20th through March 26th of next year. That's a long time. And it's going to transit in your house of friends, groups, and networking. And it's going to retrograde on October 30th at 25 degrees and 37 minutes of the mutable air sign of Gemini. It's going to station direct on January 12th at 8 degrees and 8 minutes of Gemini. And again, it leaves Gemini altogether on March 26th. This is a big impetus for you to network, to find your tribe, to build community. This is also the house of social media. If you have your own business, it would behoove you to maybe taking some marketing classes, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever social media platform you're using. And there are several, and there will be several more, and there are a lot more. But how you can market yourself, how you can get out there more, building community in organic ways. How about that? Finding people to connect with in a very alienated time in the new age of Aquarius. Also seeking enlightenment, maybe taking some metaphysical classes, maybe, working with tools, whether it's astrology or feng shui or just various modalities. And again, there are many of those as well. But Mars in Gemini is a difficult time to make decisions. It can be very scattered energy, but Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and that's about learning and communication. So for all of us, the best route to use this energy and use the drive is to learn and teach and gather information. We're not in a time where we can be incurious. We need to learn about the world in the new age of Aquarius. And so that's a big deal. On August 21st, Mercury, the planet of communication, forms an opposition to Neptune. That could bring challenges with financial situations. Maybe it's confusing information. On August 22nd, Mercury forms an excellent aspect to Pluto, the planet of empowerment and transformation. The Sun also enters the mutable Earth sign of Virgo, and it'll transit in your house of money and income and possessions through September 22nd. And the sun shines wherever it transits. So this brings new financial opportunities and good opportunities to be creative for you. And you're such a creative sign. On August 24th, another big headline of the month, Uranus, the planet of upheaval and chaos and brilliance, stations retrograde at 18 degrees and 55 minutes of the fixed Earth sign of Taurus in your house of career. And you feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. When an outer planet stations, it exaggerates the energy, and in this case, the Uranian chaos, whether there are earthquakes, literal or metaphorical, flashes of insight of things we had no idea about, sudden shocks and changes. For you, this occurs in your house of career, where Uranus has been since May of 2018. And so breakthroughs, maybe a lot of innovation, and could be change in that area. On August 25th, Mercury, the planet of information, thoughts, and ideas, enters the mutable Earth sign of Virgo, where it will transit through, September 23rd, transiting in your house of income, money, and what you value. More focus on your finances. On August 27th, there is a new moon that takes place at 4:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And this new moon is transiting in your house of income and money, so really focusing on your finances. The new moon is a time of planting new seeds and setting new intentions, doing the law of abundance to bring in prosperity. The sun squares Mars that day, so that could be a bit contentious and combative. And then on August 28th, Venus, the planet of love and money, forms a challenging opposition to Saturn. And that could be challenging in relationships, that could bring breakups or struggles in partnerships. So if something's tense, don't push it. On August 29th, the North Node of Karma sets off Chiron, the wounded healer, and that's a good opportunity, karmic opportunity to face the wounds and do healing work. I wish you a lot of luck. Thank you very much, Leo. Take care.